move you to have the audio on when you're recording. Hope all is well, everybody. Today we're going to talk about pricing strategy, how to price or position your product, your offer, your service properly so you can make profits. It's really, really simple. So this is the second part of how to create your AI holiday images. Quick, fast, and in a hurry, but I want you to understand the psychology behind the pricing and by the positioning as well, because it all works together. All too often, we buy into things, whether they're courses, ebooks, digital products, etc., but we don't realize the prophesying we literally has to do have to do. You have to really call the shot from the beginning, and the way to do that is to understand your client, your customer, your buyers, and even those who will never buy from you, but they'll actually listen to what you're saying because it is valuable to them. And so today it's all about the shmoney. It's all about the shmoney. I hear my own accent right now, so just make sure that you are ready to start taking notes right now. This isn't about doing multiple things at one time. You really want to focus in on what this is about, because once you lock this down, you'll be able to move freely throughout the cabin. All too often, when we are in the sales process, we don't realize that as soon as the money is out of the way and off the table, then creativity has free reign. Then you can do whatever the hell you want to do within the realm of possibilities for the said project. So, what I want you to know right now, up front, quick, fast, in a hurry, is that this is so much easier than you think it is, that it's not going to take as much as you think that it's going to. And if I do anything today, I want you to reconsider your potential and the potential of you having applied this knowledge and taking the time to apply the tech is really going to take you so much further than you could ever think, dream, or imagine. So now that we have that out the way, you know, when you look at that left side of the screen and you almost, your eyes almost start glazing over, you know that that's your stuff, right? You know that this is the sauce. That when I have taken time to write this stuff down for you and animate it, this is where you need to be taking screenshots, because this literally is strategy that's going to save you so much time. So if you haven't already, I want you to like, to share, to even consider subscribing. Don't consider it, just go ahead and do it, because once you do that, it'll help us help more people get to a space and a place where they can become independent in terms of creating their own projects, creating their own ways, and writing their own checks. Okay, so let's talk about the shmoney, because that's what we're, listen, these are for profit entities that we're talking about. I am a for profit entity. Okay, so here's the strategy. You want to create something that's multi purpose, right? You want to create something that is not just a one shot deal, but it'll make people look twice. Oh, I made you look, right? And you want something that people will say, wow, I've never seen this done like this before. Because once you start positioning yourself a little differently than every other group or organization or person, then you have the attention of those who really want to do the same thing. They want to get their message out there. And if you can show and prove that, then more power to you. So, what we have created is a lookbook, a walkthrough, a workbook, and that are made up of prompts which are current, but they're also being updated on a weekly basis. All right. And along with those prompt updates, you're also going to be updated with what? How you can position yourself to make more, to do more, to have more, and not wear yourself out. Because we're going to show you how to get some people sourced so that they can do the work with and for you, preferably for you. Okay. So let's go back and look under the hood. Triple O bull D under the hood. Listen, so this is the workbook that we have, right? So you see how beautiful it is on the inside. And then after a certain point, you see where it starts really getting into the weeds. So the first portion is going to be the Halloween portion, because that's where we started. We started early, introducing folks to the actual product. And then we give them an opportunity to do what? Try, buy, do both, or finally get in touch with us so they can actually have the work done for them. Those are the four segments that are always in your audience, and you need to have something for them, whether they decide to take advantage of it or not. They can always come back to you. That is the core of your sales funnel. It's not necessarily the ad, it's not necessarily the video or the live. It's actually the system behind the system and the system behind the package of actually getting to what it is that you have. So I'm going to break down one of these pages, which I normally don't do, but I'm going to do it for you all today so that you can get where I'm going real quick. So once you get past this pumpkin here, we point you back to what got you to purchase with us in the first place. How many times have we found something in our email boxes and we're like, how did what did I when did I sign up for this? So we point the folks back to the initial walkthrough. And by the time you get this, depending on when you purchase, this is going to be an entire series of walkthroughs and videos that are readily available to the public, but you're going to take advantage of because you've already purchased the book. This is going to be your reference book as well. So I might as well write that down in here as well, that it's going to be a reference book, right? As well. And I was just thinking, when we're finished with this entire book, because it is printable, it's ready to go, we should start creating these as lookbooks that you can put on your coffee table, because it's absolutely stunning. So put up in the comments if you love to see something like this, because it would be absolutely amazing. And nothing for nothing, my vision is not crazy or is it impaired. But let me show you what it will look like. Thank you so much for your purchase of the Dark Collection Luxury Halloween Image Prompts for Busy. All right, let me get to the end. Let me get to the end. Let me get to the end. So that's what I'm talking about. I want our books to look exactly like this. So write the vision, make it plain. It's already happened over there, so it can happen over here too. So once you get past this point, you'll see that we're into volume 2 of the book, where now we're giving out bonus content. So we're giving out your workbook here so you can walk through your process, walk through your strategies, do exactly as we do. Don't just do as we say, do as we do. So we give you the mindset piece of it. We give you your resources. We give you your quiz so that you can tally up what it is that you've learned and how to deploy it. And then again, if you need us to walk through, I think we're going to echo this page. If you need us to walk through it, we will actually walk through it with you. We'll give you the opportunity to sit with us. And then we just let you know very clearly, now these are the Columbus and Indigenous Day prompts. These have just been released. And then we let them know next up is Veterans Day, but that's not altogether true because there's still some goings on in the month of October. So I'm telling you without telling you, look for something else, because something else shall be there. So what I wanted to tell you as well, and I think I'm just going to get out of this so I can look, you guys can look at the page itself. But when you structure your ebook, you always want to structure your book where you are pointing your clients and your customers to other offers that you have that may be. Let me see if I double click if it'll take me there. All right, because I want you to see exactly what I'm talking about here. I see it. Double up, double up. So on this page, you should have 2 or 3 other items that you have to offer. I've already said it, so let's move on to the next thing. So, also, let's talk about your pricing strategy. Your pricing strategy should reflect the value of the offer in the eyes of the viewer, not just you, and the extra added value that you're giving. So we already talked to you about what our added extra is. We have that video walkthrough, and now it's plural because this is the second of many, right? And then we have upscale imaging. That means upscale pricing. And here's what I'm saying. Don't just upsell just because, or upscale with a high price just because you have some prompts that you created out of chat gpt. No, 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 no. You want to take the time, you want to lay this out. I have purchased some garbage emails for 20 something dollars, $97. I mean, I've been in places where I paid thousands of dollars and it was straight trash. So I want you to have some pride. I want you to have some confidence as well, because pretty doesn't always sell, but when it does, it should cost a premium. It should cost a premium. So what's on top of that is knowing exactly what makes your brand or your thing different. What makes your thing different? What is it? In ours, thank you, Lord. In ours, what we're doing is we're showing you exactly what to do. We're doing it with you, because when you open this up, you're going to hear my voice. When you open us this ebook, you're going to hear my voice. We're going to walk you through the process of exactly what it is that you're doing. And then on top of that, we're building not only on the content per se of the prompts, but the content that we give you as an individual, as an entity, so that you can bring forth your next project with clarity and with confidence. All right. Once you're clear, clear is a commodity, baby. So these are the two items that we have here. And of course, there are different price points. But at the end of the day, where the day ends is where your creativity begins. So what we did was we put our two prices here, or our two other items and offers here. And I think one is a book of templates. Yeah, 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 yeah. The brand design is a whole book of templates that you can, it's your literal starter kit for what you're trying to do and how you're going to promote your next big thing. That's a little off center to me. I'm constantly designing. Okay, so let's talk about also your audience. There are a segment within your offer audience, and actually there are four that you need to concern yourself with. It's those who will try, those who will buy, and those who will do both. But under that, even greater, you need to prepare yourself for those who want to have you or your business, your company, do it for them, do it with them. And you need to prepare yourself for that from the top. And that's what this page represents. Those who try and buy, they already tried and buy. Now, do they want to try some more? Do they want to try some more? Or do they want to bounce on over to the next page and say, listen, we need to get on a call? All right, so let's look at this. Let's look at this, because this is where the rubber meets the road. So you start with your freemium, and your freemium is going to be, let's say for example, we're going to do what we did with the last video, and we are going to create just a layout of everything that we've talked about today. And the introductory offer will be zero. Well, the freemium will be zero for them, because it's just an overview of the video and the walkthrough, which will help them who actually want to get this done on their own. Now, if they want to go in and they want to purchase, the time to purchase at the introductory offer was about a week and a half ago, right? So now what's going on is, if you're purchasing from Monday, August 13th, then that means you're in the middle of the incremental pricing. So when you come here, the next time we drop a video, other price. Understand? So how do we do that? We'll jump from 97 to 127, and you can increment, your increments can be $10, $20, $30. You can double it if you want to, if that's something that you're comfortable with doing. And one of the reasons why we're having this video done for you now is because we want for you to remain in that comfort level. I want to drop an exclusive for you right now, because I really feel it's important that you guys are on top of what's going on. Animations, baby. Animations is where it is. And so we are going to have a special talk about this probably the next go around. But to those of you who have already purchased, you're probably going to get it first, because it's really important that we're able to attract as much of our audience as possible to what we're trying to do, and that's to help them make their jobs that much easier as well. So you're going to want to learn how to do, some of these images like this. 20 seconds,
They done shut
29.
down the government, bumped that job, and here's why. Last night we talked to you about creating stunning images with automation and AI so you can go from zero to sales in 24 hours. It can be done. We not only showed you what to do, but how, and we've given you the resources, the prompts, and the play. So if you want to jump on that list, we'll send the prompts that we talked about last night directly to your inbox right now. No excuses.
All right. You guys need to learn how to do
Dark
this quick.
Collection luxury prompts, part lookbook, part workbook, plus a strategic walkthrough designed to position your brand for profits in as little as 24 hours. For a limited time, receive weekly holiday updates just in time to cash in for Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, and Cyber Monday. Click the code or link below to get started now.
Oh, I'm going to promote now. And this is so cute. And this is for the TikToks, the TikToks. Hey, 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 hey.
Wait. What?
What's happening? So that's what it is, good people. And the way that we made that final video, Indian and my family, I'm going to be very, very upfront with you about this. At the end of all of this, you must make use of the tech that's available to you. So we took about 15, 20 images and we plugged them into CapCut. When you go over to CapCut, you will be given like too much. You will be overwhelmed with too many templates that you can use. We selected one, and all I wanted to do was make sure that the graphics were delivered the way I wanted to, with the kinds of beats, the kinds of feel I wanted to put out there. And then I plugged it into, as you can see, the Canva system. And all I did was my overlays, Indian in my family, something that my culture loves to say, right? And I let you know that it's fresh drip, it's a fresh drop. And of course, I use the emojis like the kids do. And then in the middle of that, yo, boom, we're promoting. What do you think we're doing here? We're selling, right? So we put this in the middle, and then we just chopped it in half, used the same technique here. Americans or black people who are also Italian as well. We everywhere and we're outside. So what we did again for the second time is we mentioned the book, and then on the other side of it, we made it clear we are celebrating this holiday, and we're doing it our way. So there you have the picture in picture, beautiful images that have been auto generated by the sources that we've given you. All right. So I'm coming up to 20 minutes. I don't want to keep this too long, but I want you to go ahead and I want you to take a picture of this. This is a 9 point sales system. It's a one slide sales system. I'm going to highlight this here. So when you take your image, excuse me, I want you to, when you take your image of this, I want you to take this text, put it into your Copilot or your chat bot of preference. Jeez. You go in there and you update it with your information, and it's going to give you this. All right. And when it does, you are going to begin to start selling on whatever platform you're on. And the way that you're selling is you're simply sharing the information that was given to you. And you can do that like this. It's going to look like this. All right. And I'll give you the link to this in the show notes so that you can go back and you can look at this. So this will begin looking like this when you start talking to your audience. And by the end of it, because you're walking them through the entire process, this is how you're able to sell your items, to showcase, to promote them in under 10 minutes. So again, I am so happy to see what becomes of this. Continue to make your images that are stunning for the sales season. We have so much up and coming, and we can't wait to see you at number one. Talk to you in a half a second.